I'm gonna take this mossy. I like this mossy cobblestone.
Fine.
Take it. Well, I saw you running past it. You weren't gonna take it. You
Because
weren't
I
gonna.
like it pretty, like this. And you're
You
destroying
like
it.
it just in a dungeon?
Yeah, it's pretty.
You gonna take a picture?
Well, it's too late now, poet. I think I
Well,
just
yeah, now
collected
it
some.
is. But I mean, you don't. We can find another dungeon.
I found like a billion dungeons, so. I was gonna make a grinder, but too lazy.
I always collect the mossy. I always think that one day it'll be worth something. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. You've told me.
I repeat it because I'm an old man now.
You're a very old man.
I just repeat things over and over and over again. It's sad because I see my dad doing that a lot lately.
Hmm. My dad
Where
does that too.
But no, like I think he might know that he's gonna get Alzheimer's.
Hmm.
I have a feeling that he like knows that because one day I saw these like coping with Alzheimer's type pamphlets and stuff on a desk. But I don't know because my mother works at a basically a retirement home, and so it might have been her propaganda. It's hard to say, really. Anyway, the other day, for example, there's this street being paved by our street, and we're driving. We were actually going for dinner together, and we're driving past it, and he's like, "Oh, looks like they're repaving the street because the councilor's getting voted out of office next month. Got to get that street paved that he lives on." And then, like, not even a week later, we're driving somewhere else. We're actually going to pick up something for my house, and he's like, "Oh, looks like they're paving the street for that councilor who's getting voted out of office in a month." And it's like I can't even respond at that point because it's just like I've heard that before. Well, the other day it was me, him, and my mom all going somewhere, and basically like I bought my own house and I'm always over at their house now. But um, we were all going somewhere. I think we were going to. Oh yeah, we were going to like the world's greatest Chinese restaurant. But um, he said it again, like a third time now, and it's just like it's getting to the point where it's actually starting to really irritate me when he does that because he does it all the time. So
Well,
that's my book.
the thing is, my friend is like that too, and she's my age, and she always does that. She always repeats herself over and over and
I
over
mean,
again,
I
and it's
used
just
to
like,
do that too.
stop.
I used to do that too because although I don't want to say like, oh, I had so many friends that it was hard to keep up with. No, it's like you tell one person and then you have another person and you're not sure if you told them or not.
I don't have a sword. Ah, okay. Oh no.
Oh, this place is dark.
There's more cave right there.
Nope. This is the end.
The one that I'm looking at, there's more cave.
All right. So what's the third question?
Well,
For
I never really
July.
finished my response. You just kind
Oh
of.
right, right, yeah. You said you were reading
Well,
stuff.
I finished Dear John, and I'm actually reading the Hunger Games now. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's
you're one
really
of
good.
them. Huh?
It's really good. I have to
What
admit.
do you call yourselves?
I don't know. What do I call myself? Hey, there's Cole if you want Cole.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Ay, ay. Oh, there's a creeper.
I haven't really been looking for coal.
I don't have a
Ah,
sword. Hey, kill it for me.
yay, coal!
The next question. Favorite movie slash show that you have watched?
Um, like recently,
In July, yeah.
like a movie from July,
Yeah,
or just a movie that I've watched in July,
just
like a movie
whatever.
that came out in July.
It doesn't really matter whatever movie that you basically watched
Because I
during the month
just
of July.
recently I watched The Princess Bride.
You did?
Yeah, and it's don't judge me. It's a funny movie. I love that movie. Really, it is. It's a good movie.
Ah.
It's like a childhood favorite kind of thing.
Hmm. What about
Um,
shows?
shows. I don't watch a whole lot of shows. In fact, my source, if I'm gonna watch any kind of thing like that, my source of entertainment recently has been like live streams and stuff. I'll often like randomly pop into a live stream and watch someone playing something
Mm.
live. To me, that's more enjoyable than watching the like a YouTube video. I don't know why. It's just I enjoy the chat that goes on. I enjoy the being able to like talk to the people who are recording it. So, yep.
Hmm. For me, favorite movie that I've actually seen is The Conjuring. So that was
Oh,
actually really
really?
good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It
Is
actually scared me, and it was really surprising that it scares me because no horror movie. Well, that's not true, but
it?
not a lot of horror movies
What other
scare
horror
me.
movies have scared you?
Horror movie that actually scared me. Chernobyl Diaries. That actually terrified me.
Okay.
Um, let's see. There was more. I
Any like
think.
Korean horrors that you find scary? Is that
Actually, one does haunt me forever. But it was when I was in Korea and I was like 7 years old,
Oh yeah?
and
Which one?
a freaking restaurant that I was at was playing a horror movie.
What
It
movie?
was it was about a doll eating little kids. So I was
Oh,
like, I was terrified of my dolls that I had for years.
that's why you're so weird now.
Hey, I've always been weird, even when I was a child.
Since you were 7.
No, since I was born.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was for me. It was pretty terrifying because I was a little girl and I loved dolls and I couldn't look at my dolls ever again.
Well, I've wanted to watch The Conjuring, so that'll be
The
good now.
Conjuring was really good.
Now that I know that someone liked it, I'll want to watch it even more.
Tuna and I saw it
Oh,
together.
best of I think it was in July. Was that Star Trek movie? I think that came out in July.
That
I
came out
watched
like
that movie. I actually saw it in theater 3 times.
that came out a while ago.
Was it July? I think it was July though.
No, it wasn't.
June?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. June favorites. Welcome to June
I
favorites.
already did June favorite, so go
Well,
home.
this is going back in time.
No, no.
I watched Back to the Future 3 the other day and I really liked it again.
I love Back to the Future.
I'm that kind of movie guy. Like I watch the classics that I liked when I was a kid. I guess it's just like nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what I
I
do
don't know
all
what
the
it is with
time.
nostalgia, but like I don't find a lot of the things that they do in movies these days to be all that. I don't know. It's just I guess it's what you're raised on. It's like your mother's cooking is the best, even though every other person on the street hates it. It's that kind of feeling.
I don't
Oh,
trust
there's
this
lots of
lava.
lava down here. It's all been
Obviously,
explored though, too.
it has.
Yeah, there's torches everywhere down there.
That was me. Anyway, let's see. Favorite shows. Okay, because of Drew, I've been hooked on to this anime. What was it
All
called?
right.
Nichi
Nichijou?
Nichijou? Yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
And
Kamiwa
I laughed so
Shina.
hard. I laughed so hard throughout
Oh
the whole
my
entire
god.
time.
That okay. If nobody knows what Nichijou is. If you don't know what Nichijou is, it's like Lucky Star. I think it's made by the same people, right?
I don't know.
And I think it is. And it's if you know what Lucky Star is like. Do you know what Lucky Star is like?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very random humor, unexplained everything.
Yes. Freaking love it.
So it's kind of in the same vein. And there's this one scene where
Yes, Poe
they
talk.
it's so funny. I can't even spit it out. But you almost have to watch it as like you can look up the scene, but it won't be the same. It's in one episode, and they do this part where she gets smacked over the head with this book so hard by her
Yes,
friend,
exactly. I just saw that. It was so funny. I know what you're
where
talking
they
about.
do the Kamiwa Shita, God is dead, and I
Exactly.
I wet myself laughing. It's just that good. So everybody,
Uh,
if you haven't seen Nichijou, check it out. It's like one of the greatest. It's yeah. I agree. I agree with your decision.
well, there's another one was another scene. It was at a shrine. Do you remember that one? It's like how do I explain this? They had a
So
project.
far, you haven't been very descriptive.
Shut up,
That
Owen.
scene. Do you remember that one?
Shut up, Owen.
Uh, yeah. Oh, it was funny.
It's,
It was gut busting funny, like side splittingly funny.
oh my god. Fine, I won't tell you.
Tell, tell everybody. Tell everybody.
Okay, okay. Well, it was they're at a shrine. Their homework was to like make themselves or something. And
Okay.
one of the girls actually did the homework and she usually never does the homework.
Right.
And the other two girls didn't do it and that was surprising. And since they didn't do it, they said, "Oh god, now everything's going to go to hell" or something like that. And basically what happened, like all of a sudden there was a storm. It was just started to rain really hard, and I just realized I don't have a sword. Ah,
Oops.
no, help me.
I'm on the way.
Eh, oh. Anyway, so it started to rain, and they just had this emotionless face throughout the whole entire time.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
got
yeah,
hit
yeah.
by a bell, and it was so funny. I just couldn't stop laughing. It's in my favorites, so if you guys
They
want to
do
check that
the
out,
they do the Hirote face a lot.
yeah, it's so funny. I love it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. People are gonna think that we are just like the biggest weeaboos in the entire world. Like,
Weeaboos are different
oh,
than
we
most
watch
people
anime
think.
every day. No, I mean, okay, I've watched in I used to be really big into anime when I was younger.
Hmm.
Like 16, 17. Um like in the late 90s and stuff. And basically the since then I've only really watched a few anime. I watched what's it even called? The one where they talk about like um what are they called? Man, I'm not helping with I sound like my dad practically. Um Bacteria, and it has like Polysix has the theme song. I don't know. Nobody's gonna nobody's gonna know what it is. But they basically the entire plot is about I think bacteria and things like that. It's an odd one. I've watched Nichijou. I've watched what's it called? Can't remember any of the anime that I watch. People are able to rattle off the names like it's second nature.
I can do that.
Sword Art Online was incredible. Sword Art Online is probably like as far as if you watch the whole series as a whole, like just start watching and don't stop until it's done. There's only like one season, so it's not hard to do. Maybe two seasons. Yeah,
Hmm.
there's two seasons technically. But you just watch the whole thing. It is the most incredible story, especially for gamers like us. It's the best. It's about basically these kids who get trapped in a video game.
Yeah, I think Toonami is
Yeah.
actually playing that again since Toonami is back. Yay, I miss Toonami.
Yeah. And apart from that, I'm liking the fact I've heard that they're bringing back Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball,
Yes,
like a new Dragon Ball.
not new. I like the old.
No, they're bringing back a new, like they're making a new series, a new Dragon Ball.
Are you serious?
That's what I've heard. And I mean, that's the
Uh,
unfortunate thing is that in the 90s, like 1995, 96 and stuff, when Dragon Ball Z was popular,
hmm.
um, especially like in Canada and stuff, because we played Dragon Ball Z before you guys did. And so we were basically like begging for a new Dragon Ball. GT came out, everybody hated it, but we were still begging for a new one. And it's been kind of like the rumor for years. Oh, there's a new one coming out. Oh, there's a new one. Finally, maybe now there will be. That's what I hear. Anyway, another very, very, very long, convoluted, doesn't have anything to do with anything answer. The answer was anime. The end.
You know what series I really want to end now? Like, it should end?
What?
Naruto! Freaking
Naruto.
end
Yeah, I mean,
already!
you know what though? I've never watched it ever.
Are you serious? I was such a Naruto fan.
But the problem is that like that. Okay, so you can basically um time when I stopped watching anime by the what was the first day that Naruto was like started to be mainstream?
I don't know. It was like
Some time ago.
I was still in it went mainstream. I think when I was in middle school.
That's basically I stopped watching before anybody ever heard of Naruto.
Well, I started watching it before. Yeah, I started
Like I
watching it when I
stopped
was in
watching
elementary school.
anime.
So,
I stopped watching anime in general is what I mean.
oh, I stopped watching anime like a year ago.
Before
So,
that before that came out. So, yeah. I mean, I have more mature tastes now, I guess mostly.
mhm.
You know, I watch old retro movies. I have this love affair with even the black and white movies, actually, to be perfectly honest. I watch Turner Classic Movies all the time, just constantly. If I'm sitting around watching TV, which never happens, but if I happen to be, I'm usually on TCM. Yep.
We
Even in
answered 3 questions.
Okay, let's rattle out a few more. Let's
Okay,
rattle.
okay. Something
Do them.
that made you proud.
Okay, we'll do them quick. Something that made me proud.
Yeah.
Um, got to 30,000 subscribers.
Yay!
Pretty like of all the achievements I'd never thought I'd ever get to. I mean, I used to watch people like I remember following people like BWO and Good and stuff when they had 2,000 subscribers and watching them from there basically. And looking at that level of subscriber and saying like, no, that'll never happen to me. Never. And then it did. And then, but at that time they were at like 30,000 subscribers. And I was like, well, that'll never happen to me. And then when it does, it's just like, it's just an incredible feeling. So that was kind of like one thing that I was really proud of. Um, Also dropping my current network in July. It happened basically July 7th. I was able to give my 30-day notice
I like how you know
to
the exact date.
because I had it. It was you have no idea. I've been waiting 1 year. I had signed a 1 year contract with RPM Maker Studios, and on I'm not kidding you, July 7th at midnight, I was writing my resignation letter, my 30
Leather.
days notice leather.
Leather.
It's Minecraft after all. But I was writing my letter on that date. So that was something that I was really proud of was to be able to say no to them. They offered me a spot. They actually came to me, scouted me for TGS, the place where Yogscast and Toby Games is and all those. And I said no to them because I think I'm getting a better deal where I am going to be going.
Mm.
So looking forward to that. That's what I'm proud of. As far as like YouTube stuff, I bought a house. Hey, that's kind of. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I bought a house in July. I mean, that's something else that I didn't think that would happen in July. That's for sure. And God only knows I don't have the money for it either. So it's kind of crazy that it's all happening. I'm more broke than you can. It just doesn't make sense the amount of money I don't have. So I mean that's a shocker to me. But anyway, yeah, I'm still proud of it. So Yuki,
Hmm.
your turn.
Something that's made me proud. That's hard for me. I can never think of anything. Um. By the way, where'd you go?
I'm in the desert, kind of by your house,
Oh,
because
I'm
I
in my
left you a
house.
long
Ah
time
ha ha
ago.
ha.
Oh, I
um,
thought you were still looking for like a cave. I'm still by the cave.
really?
Yeah,
I'm just smelting iron.
you just disappeared and I stayed out here.
Yeah, I'm a pretty slippery girl. I just kind of disappear and no one really notices.
Okay.
It's true.
All right.
Um, let's see. I don't know. Like, something that's made me proud. Hmm. What happened in July? Uh, I guess
Graduation or something?
my graduation happened in June.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, that's depressing.
Well, oh, thanks.
Just in that you can't use it for July. Um,
I
yeah, I don't
think what
know.
I'm most proud of is like I'm actually a really shy person, believe it or not. I'm extremely shy. And to talk to people, I actually get like anxiety attacks. Like talk to new people if I know the person, it's like no problem.
Okay.
But I was actually looking for a job and talking to new people this just terrifies me. So yeah, I'm proud of myself for actually talking to people and trying to get a job at
Do you
places.
feel that YouTube has helped you with that?
Ever so slightly. Not a lot though.
Oh, that's interesting that you say that because I've heard the opposite actually, like that YouTube has helped people immensely. People who would otherwise never talk to anybody ever can suddenly like open up and speak to people. Like I find because I have to talk in front of audiences and stuff of like 200 or so people,
Hmm.
which isn't a huge room, but it's still,